实拍实说，大地海外升学。
Hi everyone, my name is Daniel. I'm representing the Future Students Office. I'm currently working as a student recruitment and development for the international department. So Monash University, Malaysia is established back in 1998. So we are 26 years this year in terms of Malaysia when it comes to relationship with foreign branch campus. We are the first foreign branch campus here in Malaysia, and amongst Monash, we are the third largest campus. So currently we have close to approximately 8,900 to 9,200 students. In general, per intake, we are looking at approximately 300 to 400 new students in terms of in general. In terms of demographics, we are looking at 31% being the international students, 69% being the domestic local Malaysians. So we have total of 7 faculties over here. Currently, I would say the very popular program would be much more on the IT side, like computer science, data science, stuff like that. Common choice, regardless of background, would be like business, and then pharmacy being one of our, I would say, signature, because Monash is ranked very highly, top 3 in the world when it comes to the pharmacy program. So in general, if students are facing, I would say, challenges in terms of English mastery or proficiency, there are English bridging programs that are available, which is ranging in between, I would say, 10 to 20 weeks, depending on student initial proficiency. Once they qualify for that, if they pass the program, they have the necessary score, then they were able to bridge directly into the degree or the postgraduate programs. So in general, I would say most of our programs for international students are ranging in between 46,000 all the way up to like 60,000 for engineering programs, for example. However, the medical program will be slightly higher, there close to 130,000, and all these are in Malaysian ringgit. In terms of accommodations, I would say living costs in general, if students were to pick up like a single room together with the food expenses or maybe some extra, students are looking to spend approximately around 2,800 to 3,500 ringgit a month. So the accommodations that is linked with Monash University is the waterfront residence. It's located right behind the university. Approximate walking distance around probably a minute to 2, which has a price range in between 860 ringgit to 2,300 ringgit, depending on the room types. It can be twin sharing, single room with shared bathroom, all the way up to a studio room. I would say in terms of the employability rate, probably around 89 to 92% of our students within the first 3 months are able to land their first job if they are seeking for it actively. The remaining percentage is where students within the first 3 months probably pursue into further studies. Some took a longer break before they pursue further and stuff like that. But in general, for students who are seeking actively, within the first 3 months should not be too much of a problem. Usually, most of the academics would always advise the student to look back for the lecturers in charge of their program to be the first person in touch, because they would know much more in detail in terms of the subjects that they are teaching, what are the students not understanding. So usually our lecturers would have appointment periods or empty slots, which allow students to make appointment to meet them one-to-one. Of course, if the students are not so shy, they can always ask in class immediately as well, because for Monash we are conducting the active learning kind of approach. So there will be a lot of questions and answers and two-way interaction between the academics and the students. And of course, for Monash, we are not just on the support on the academic side, we also care about the well-being of the students. So well-being, not just physically, but mentally as well. So we have 4 counselors and a clinical psychologist and a registered nurse on the campus as well. So students, if they are not feeling well in any way, they can always seek out for help. Every of our staff are more than happy to assist with the students. In terms of, I would say, prestigious in name, Monash currently ranks the best amongst the university that is available in Malaysia. So if Malaysia is a first destination of choice for you to study abroad or here in Malaysia itself, I would say it's worth the consideration in consideration of the rankings and the name of the university. Other than that, I think what we offer very uniquely is the programs are identical to what we offer back in Australia. So when students graduate from here, they would actually get the same identical certificate that they get from Australia. In fact, like the fun fact would be if you lose your certificate, you would actually need to order from Australia to get it back here again. And I believe the most unique part, which is the blending of a Western country education system into a very Asian environment. So it makes things very modernized, but at the same time, very approachable, making it a very healthy and also, I would say, effective environment for students to bring the best out of themselves. So for future applicants, I think the most important thing is for you to be able to identify is the program something that you're looking for. Does Monash brings you the value that you are, that you agree with and you value it about? And I believe that would give you a best combination when you come to the university to seek out for your further studies. And in terms of application, have no worries. If you do have any questions, we are more than happy to be reached out through online, physically on campus, or any other means as well. I think the biggest encouragement, the first thing that I always like to highlight is, especially if English is not your first language, that may be a challenge for most students, because we do see some students struggling when they actually come from abroad. Different culture, language, environment can be making students feel very foreign about it. So, but don't feel too bad, because we always believe things like languages or knowledge can be learned over time. And I would suggest students just to be patient, take your time and enjoy the process.